All right, so yeah, that was some mid-level IQ. Now, if we when we take it a bit higher, this is this is where Marco Rubio is a genius. So Marco Rubio, throughout this whole process, was getting the secular world to admit that I was popular. So that's a layer beyond. So proving that this is breaking down the breaking into their delusion, because the black community is in a psychosis. They're in a psychosis, and it's because of the repeated propaganda, as well as them not trying to branch out and do new things. So like, yeah, like while I'm on like I'm while I'm coursing this out, uh I have to there's a life don't that I'm not about to interact with. And then there's this life that I gotta get to. And getting to that is it's it's going to be it's going to be challenging. Definitely challenging, because of course I've never um built a building before. So like there's like of course there's like this that's gonna be a long process, or that's gonna be a long challenging journey. Now, what we were what the president gave the VP was an offering to investigate this fraud. The fraud, he's supposed to lock in, but he's not, because the millennials don't lock in. The VP is viewing it as them just trying to tie his hands. So what he said is what he wants to happen. Like he wants the chairman to do all the work, and then him just take credit for it. That's what he actually wants, because he's not actually trying to lock in. If he locked in, he could be a very uh very he could learn a lot from diving into these various accounts, various fraud accounts and methods, and he could come out a better man. Now, of course, we want to prosecute him at the end of the president's term. That's what we're hoping for. So it's 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 detrimental to him, because he could like just own up to some stuff, to own up to it, and have the like if they all own up to it, then I'm pretty sure they will see mercy. But the longer they keep dragging it out, it's never good. Like a third grader knows it's not good to just drag out and hope to get away with stuff like this, especially when yeah, yeah. But on the other hand, VP falling, that's a long fall. That's a long fall. So the he doesn't want to go through the journey making of being being corrected. He doesn't want to go through that, which he should, and he should start it early, because if he did that, he could save his legacy. But I I believe that he's gonna get prosecuted because of because I feel like he has a gun towards his head. Like that's why the black community is communism. Like That's why I haven't been um that's why I haven't been um that's one of the reasons why I haven't peaked out is because I don't like when people like act like they excuse me, like in order to motivate me they have to uh like pressure me to not pressure but like to like communism, like you do this or you're gonna die. Like I don't like that. That's so weird to me. Like, and that's what communism is. That's why they trying to make me one thing, and that's communism, and I'm not just one thing. So that's why, yeah. So on, so Marco Rubio is a genius, and I do believe since everything has been everything has been so corruption has been so blatant. I do believe Marco Rubio is going to be the best way to course correct this after our president, because our president is doing a marvelous job. Everybody that's hating on the president is completely missing everything. Like this is like the best. Like people don't really understand what they're learning right now. Like the amount of stories, the amount of experience. Like this isn't just a president that this is a president that communicates, and he gives you, like, people don't understand. So which is like the Democrats is like they can't get past the hate, which is so crazy to me. It's like, yo, you really watching a professional businessman ace ace as a president, and like, and he has people like fighting against him like hardcore. Like ain't nobody ever seen like somebody just hardcore going against a president like this. Like the president is doing a great job. Like imagine like your own, like you fought so hard, everything he fought through, and he's still fighting. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Like people gotta take a step back and listen. Like, and he's not as war torn. He's making good decisions. Like he made a good decision to help out the other countries by striking Iran. Like it was he's it's funny because I tweeted, I said they're not used to making decisions for themselves, and it's like you can see when a construction you can see how that benefited the construction mindset has benefited in America. Like everything that he's done, like granted, like we might have had like a little confusion of why AI was being pushed so much, but he's so smart that like when now that we're about to we're waiting for Jerome to drop the rates. If Jerome doesn't drop the rates, that is complete. That is completely, bro. Like that's blatant disrespect for Americans. Like that's disrespectful. Like just to be like, oh, just to be like, the experts were right, the economy is bad. Like, no, it's your fault, Jerome. If he doesn't drop the rates, it's his fault why the economy will not be as booming as it should be. If he dropped the rates, then the president is genius. And he's genius without him dropping the rates, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll really see a upcrease in action when he drops the rates. It's springtime. In springtime, first day of spring, he gotta drop it. He got dropped like last year. Last year was his perfect time. Last year, if he would have dropped it, boom, we would have had to do a lot of stuff. But um, so, but yeah, so um, yeah, so that's basic. Like you're gonna want to get updates on the fraud from the VP, and hopefully he locks in and actually does it. Because you gotta give the VP a task. Like he has to bury himself in some work so that he's not all in everybody else's business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now, uh, yeah. So this is some more. I like that. Yeah. So like some of the Democrats, it's bad because he's right. They do stick together because uh they take grief and they make their cause about grief, and they it's not good because you see how the Republicans have the youth in going on Fox and stuff. I don't really pay attention to the seeing the other ones, but I think it's like millennially ram. I gotta see. I don't think the Democrats have young voices, training young voices for their party. But that's why we don't. The president said the Democrats want transgender for everybody. Nah, like yo, you can't vote Democrat at all. Like that's like 1% of the world, and it's 1% of the population, and for them to base their whole arguments off of this, it's not good. That's not good for them, because ain't nobody bringing them into the conversation but them. So it's not well. Like um, so the Democrats is trying to separate church and state, which is not good because they just want to recycle the same narratives and the same stories and stuff because they don't want to work. They don't want to work, so they trying to make money off of these stories and stuff. And that's why the VP said, "Let me tell you one story." And it's like, yo, we not really trying to, like, we men, bro. Like, can we solve the problem? Can we solve the problem? Y'all want to keep telling us about stories and stories. We already went through lifetimes of movies and stuff. We already went through all of this. We need more action from y'all. We need more action. The Democrats gotta step up, like, but they'll crash out before, like, I can't believe that they just don't want to, like, the separating church and state is not a good idea, like, at all, because uh sin just runs rampant. It just runs rampant. It's not good. They gotta stop getting in their feelings, and they gotta cause they all talk about it. That's why it's like they gotta put more people into the police force that are gonna be good, and they don't want to do that. They should want to do that. They should they should. So we need to know what their problem is. Like we need to know. We want to know. We want to hear from who we want to hear from the Democrat Party. Mm, we who do we want to hear from them? Like they need to come out and say what they grievances is, and we don't want to hear about the new war or whatever. How we want to hear about what they what are they we want to hear about their updates on how they're um fixing the community. That's what we want to hear. We don't want to hear from no pastors. We don't want to hear from no activists. We want to hear, excuse me, we want to hear from a politician. They need to um they need to really really get to the bottom of it. Cause we know what we actually know what they want. It's just they don't wanna they don't wanna fund DHS, and they don't want to what what we gotta find out why they got a problem with I don't know. But I'm assuming that the VP is their spokesperson. So what we want is for the VP to get prosecuted. To be honest, like right now, because they're all in on it. So we're gonna have him get prosecuted right now. Um, yeah. Uh, who we want to hear from the Democratic Party? Yeah, who knows? Who knows who we want to hear from? But yeah, if we could, honestly, a lot of them gotta get prosecuted. To be honest, like I would like to see a lot of them prosecuted because they just holding back the they holding back their citizens, the citizens of America. A lot of them. So I think we should prosecute a lot of politicians on the Democrat side because this is an act of terrorism. They not funding the D. Yeah, we got to figure that out. So yeah.